What's up, guys? This is Htaed7-RCT bringing you another live stream. This is Final Fantasy 12 and also 10-2, or I guess it's the other way around because the other one came first. Yeah, 10-2. Now these two next games for the PlayStation 2, these are the last entries for the platform within the Final Fantasy series. What can be said about these two? Well, for starters, when I finish 10 on PlayStation 2, I remember by the end of the game having all of these summons and these magic powers and these weapons, incredible boss fights and stuff like that. And even with the whole theme going on, remember that I said in the past entry that the only thing I kind of didn't like too much was the sappiness of the story. You know, I mean, it's depending on the taste, but they kind of strayed a little bit from the mystical and magical stuff into more romantic kind of dealings, like between teens and stuff like that. But in the end, it came through because even though that was the underlying theme, you still got what you loved about Final Fantasy, which I was completely floored. Now, enter 10-2. Probably I should have done a little bit more research on the matter, but to be honest, I cannot remember exactly when it came out, how long after Final Fantasy X, because to be honest, I didn't purchase the game when it came out. I barely had any understanding that the game was out. It was through a friend who lent it to me because for whatever reason he had it, and he was like, hey, you know what, since you love RPG so much, you give this one a try. I haven't played it myself, but you know, you might like it. And I'm like, okay. But wow, this is what, a follow-up to Final Fantasy X? Yeah, it seems like it, because it has Yuna on the cover, although she looks a little bit different. Little did I know that the game, let's just say that it incurred into, oh my god, what do you call these? I forgot, what was that anime again? Well, anyways, it was kind of, to me, when I first saw it, it was like watching a Japanese anime version of Britney Spears. That's basically how it hit me, and you're gonna see why. Final Fantasy 12, however, was completely different and unexpected, and at the same time it was a fresh of breath air because it was done by the team who had worked on Final Fantasy Tactics, so a lot of hype was being built into the fact that the gameplay style was going to change. Still the same high production values, the full motion video, you know, the CGI stuff, everything was there. The only difference is that in thematics and in art style and gameplay, above everything else, was gonna be a complete departure from what we were used to in Final Fantasy. And in that sense, yeah, they delivered. Now, Final Fantasy 12 and 13, which I will cover in my last retrospective, I am guilty of not having played through the whole thing. It was at a time where too many games were coming in at the same time, and I really, either at the time of the release of these games, either I didn't have the system, like it was in the case of PlayStation 3, I never got it, I never owned one, and really didn't miss it that much. I borrowed one and played most of the good games, but anyways, I digress. The issue is these are two games that I actually haven't gone through, so it's more to the backlog. And yeah, let's start this off. Let me bring the music down here. Actually, let me open. Let me get this. Let me get this going for you guys. Now I wanted to do, you know, the intro and get that out there before I start, because I got to cover today 2 games, like I mentioned, 10-2 and 12, and both of them are very, very heavy with, you know, introduction movies and, you know, and tutorials and stuff like that. So since I really want to get into the gameplay to show you guys, I'm gonna cut to the chase and dig right in. Now you're gonna see this craziness, and for you guys out there who actually played Final Fantasy X, most of the characters are here as well, but they are completely different. This looks like a crazy what-if world. More than a sequel, it's like a crazy what-if world. And you're gonna see why.
In position. It's showtime, girls.
Oh God. That was Yuna before. This is Yuna now. Again, I'm not trying to question or try to fault the logic of the creators in this one, but kinda just don't get it, but okay, fair enough. And no ability of skipping either. Not a very good formula. I swear, guys, if I could, I would skip it, but I can't. And there we go. As you guys should guess, around this point, I was like, what the fuck? Now remember yesterday, guys, where I told you that the presentation, I was trying to give it to you guys like balanced and in the middle. Well, This one I took it a step further, and what you're seeing is much more improved from what you got to see on the PlayStation 2, believe me. It's not only clear, but everything is upgraded. From the textures to some special effects and stuff. Anti-aliasing, you got everything going on here. Which, by the way, has my CPU crying for help, but I'll try to keep it up. Hopefully it won't slow the game down. And since it's gonna be such a short coverage, because I'll basically just give it like 30 to 40 minutes each to keep it fair. Why are the girls attacking Yuna? No fucking idea at all, guys. I really have no idea. I had no idea then, and I still don't have any idea now, but that's what they're doing. They're kicking her ass.
Too easy. I could have danced all night.
Sorry! No time for an encore. Hold still!
Now this is a game that benefits from widescreen, because even though, as you can see from the battle information, it looks good in standard 4:3 ratio, the characters look a little like compressed and stuff. So to get the actual, to get it to look best, I'm gonna have to stop it once I get to a safe point, of course. Because we don't wanna do that again. That whole intro. No. Just no. So as soon as I find a save point, I'll just save and then change it to make it look a little better. Probably tone down a little bit the graphics, because it's really, oh, don't catch her, don't, oh crap. Basically a circular area.
Hey, you run too fast!
You're too slow, little girl. Show's over!
Youch!
This way.
There we go. A little jerky there, but can't be avoided because it's running pretty high def. And now they're back again. First they were kicking each other's ass, and now they're a team again. Yay! Uh-oh. There we go. Back to normal. Do a little fighting.
Where's the imposter?
the music is really out there. I'm telling you guys, I'm lost. I'm really lost. I don't know what's going on. And I lost my trigger, power brake. Damn, why isn't trigger working?
It cannot be.
Nope, not working at all. So the girls need a bit of healing. See that music right there in that battle?
That's quite enough sniveling, boys.
Kind of fits better like a Sonic title for some reason.
Persistent, aren't you?
My grid. You give us back Uni's garment grid right now.
Didn't you girls ever learn to share?
Give it back.
So that's
Very
the
well,
mystery.
it's yours.
There's another June. Oh my god.
But it won't be yours for long, love.
Now that one looks much better. Here comes transformation! Check it out.
This is a little embarrassing.
Darkness, that not as much as it's embarrassing to me, but yeah.
It was nice knowing you.
Let's get moving. I'm gonna miss you.
Even though it has the whole crazy J-pop flavor to it, I still love
It was nice.
the most of the transformations, even if I make fun of them, because some of them, I have to admit it, they look pretty hot. But that being said, they take too long.
This is a little embarrassing.
So this one, to me, in my opinion, is more like fan service and trying to get on the, I guess, on the cosplayer side of things. Because
I won't let you off so easily next time.
the costumes you see here, I think they were inspiration for many cosplayers to try and match. So yeah, I can see the fun in that for those who like that. But it's just a little fruity, especially coming after 10. So yeah. And that's the victory music.
My body just started dancing by itself. I didn't know what was going on. I was frightened.
Then, while I was dancing, something happened.
I wonder what that can be. Now the art design, though, you cannot fault it. I mean, look at this. Hey, what's up, Aaron? Just telling the people that those of us who came out of playing Final Fantasy X and picked this one up to play were met with a big surprise, and it's how freaking fruity the game is. I mean, the whole theme is going like J-pop retard to the max.
Emotions of the person recorded in the sphere pass to the user.
Amazing game.
Isn't that dangerous?
Because I cannot fault the game in terms of gameplay and stuff hidden.
But it's your
invention. Oh my god.
I'm just a kid.
If I was going nuts yesterday with Final Fantasy X and some things that happened there, you have not seen anything, man. This one is tops. Completely bazonkers.
She's kidding.
What? No thanks?
Now, I know I'm repeating myself, but this to me is the Final Fantasy version of Japanese Britney Spears. That's the best way I can explain it, to be honest. Everything has a musical theme, there's dancing, there's the special powers has to do with transforming their clothes for whatever reason, even though there's some of them that look kind of nice, you know, but aside from that, not very practical at all. But this game, I believe, wasn't meant to be practical, and it wasn't meant to be like a full Final Fantasy sequel. This was more like a fan service done, something that people weren't expecting, because to be honest, you never get a Final Fantasy sequel. Each and every Final Fantasy is different. So this is like the first time ever we got a chance of playing a follow-up to a Final Fantasy game. And boy, were we surprised, I gotta say.
Having fun?
You bet. It all began when I saw this sphere of you. At least, it looked like you. I couldn't say for sure. I thought I might find more spheres like it if I joined the Gullwings, so I did. Oh, in case you're wondering, the Gullwings are sphere hunters, and sphere hunters are, well...
Now, I'm not gonna be too long doing this one, because basically I'm just giving you guys an overview. If you got a chance and you have a PlayStation 2, you should pick this up. If you're a RPG fan or a Final Fantasy fan in general, just pick this one up. If you haven't played it before, yeah, it's pretty cool revisiting this game again after so many years, and there's a lot of content here, a lot of good stuff. So once you pass the surprise factor, of course, of seeing everybody completely go absolutely nuts, crazy, yeah. Now I have absolutely no idea where I'm supposed to go, just like back then. There we go. Ah, save point. Yay! So we got a save point. Now I'm gonna have to let me eliminate the window capture here, because I am going to have to restart it, unfortunately, because I asked too much of the system. So I'm going to reconfigure the way the game is presented, so that way it doesn't use so many resources and it doesn't slow down. It was showing a lot of hints of slowing down, and I don't want that. Let me see. Should I use scaling? I should probably use 2x native. And yeah, some anti-aliasing. I think that should be enough to make it a little less taxing. Now another thing I need to figure is Windows setting, have it widescreen. I think is much better in this case. Even if I have to do on the air configuration, in the end it's gonna be much better, because it's gonna look much better. And a little bit of trembling there going on. Okay. Let's just have this right here. Now let's eliminate the hacks and boot the game. Now hold on a second, guys. Because for whatever reason in widescreen it looks much better. The characters don't look so flattened, as you're gonna see now. I'll just stretch the screen for you guys so you can see it the way it's meant to be seen. Just keep it around there. I think that should be fine. Since we're not going to be too long in this game, I think it's much better. And yeah, it's actually moving a lot quicker now.
Pain. I look up to her as a sphere hunter, and also as a friend. I still don't know her very well. She's not exactly the talkative type. I heard she joined the Gullwings shortly before I did. Riku doesn't know much about her either.
What now?
Nothing.
Still analyzing.
Greedy.
Buddy and brother are old friends. Buddy says he was aboard Sid's airship with us 2 years ago. When I told him I didn't remember, he seemed disappointed.
So what's up, Aaron? Okay, so I got a key item now. I'm guessing you gotta be dead tired right now?
Is my talking gotten better?
He really has improved quite a bit. He told me that he practiced just so that he could talk with me more.
Yes, this is exactly what it says. It's dress sphere. So yes, it's a ability tied to garments and clothing and all that crazy stuff. So look at this. Check it out, guys. Alright, so let's get out of here. Who do we talk to now?
Shinra's in Al Bhed. He's a real whiz kid.
Nope. I am not going to go through tons and tons of info because right now we need a little bit of action. Would be nice. There we go. We can go to different parts of the ship. Let's go to the deck. Now don't fret, guys. I won't be too long with this one because now check it out. I know you guys are not gonna get to see much of the graphics and the detail that was put into this game. Now bear in mind this is running at basically triple the resolution of the PlayStation 2, and of course there's a little bit of detail and anti-aliasing that the PlayStation 2 didn't have. But the detail in the artwork is what you guys need to take in here. I mean, look at this ship. It's like a freaking quad motorcycle with, I don't know, that came from hell. Look at that. It looks like it has side speakers and those crazy mufflers. Amazing. You cannot fault the artwork in this game. It's incredible. Now, with the talks, why do I bring this up? Because now with the talks of, supposedly, there's a lot of rumors going on that Square is hinting at a possible port, not only of Final Fantasy VII, the remake, but also Final Fantasy 15 for the Nintendo NX. If that were true, then I will be a happy camper. Because, yeah, that would mean the return of Square to a Nintendo platform in full form. Talks around, you know, rumors is that Square is very happy with the system and what it can do. So in order for Square Enix to be so confident and to be so happy about a Nintendo system, when usually they have been shying away from them since the N64 days, it speaks volumes, and it speaks very positive of what the Nintendo can end up being. Now you have to bear in mind, Square Enix is the first official third party known to be working on the NX, so tie everything together and think about it. Also, as a bonus, you have to think, why on earth put Cloud from Final Fantasy VII into Smash Brothers? You know, it's like, it makes absolutely no sense at all unless there's something in the works. So maybe it's wishful thinking on my part, maybe it's a calculated theory. Whatever it is, I hope it comes to fruition, because Nintendo could use having Square Enix not only come back to them, because right now Square Enix as a company, I'm not too happy with them with the decisions that they have made in the past. But wouldn't it be kind of cool that them returning to Nintendo would actually put them in the right path again, and have not only Square having these awesome games coming out, but also outputting more of Enix? Because Enix, back in the day, in the 16-bit days, Enix was fucking awesome, was king. The RPGs that they had, aside from Dragon Quest, they ruled. So I don't know. I'm gonna just cross my fingers and hope that this someday can become a reality. And with that, I'm gonna cut this short right here, because to be honest, the one that I'm really interested in showing you guys is Final Fantasy 12, because that one is absolutely different from basically what you expect in a Final Fantasy. Now this one that I just played is just barely an extension / fan service for Final Fantasy fans. If it was anything else than that, then I don't know what they were thinking, because I can only see it as fan service. But yeah, let's go and change up and get ready. Final Fantasy 12. Keep it right there. Right there. Now, like I mentioned before, this one in particular, they basically they threw it completely left field. I mean, this is absolutely opposite of what we expected in a Final Fantasy. It's not, you know, active, the active time battle that they had, where you had to wait for your turn and stuff like that for fighting. That's gone. That system is gone. The characters and artwork were more based on Final Fantasy Tactics, because it was made from the creator of Final Fantasy Tactics. So in terms of art style, story, and gameplay, you have something that's completely different from the main Final Fantasy titles. So, is it any good? Yes, it is. From what I played, because I never got to actually play the whole thing, and by the raving reviews it got when it came out, it seemed to be loved by many people. So. In terms of themes, this one is a bit more political in nature, more about wars and stuff like that. So yeah, you have the mystical and magical aspect, but you also have like a social political thing going on underneath. All right. So let's do this. Now, give me one more chance, because this one, I don't think, I'm gonna make a test, but I don't think this one is, very good in widescreen. Let me see. Yep. That should take care of that. Vibration, and begin the game. Something real quick here. Hold on a second, guys.
Won't see him this cheap again. Wedding day special.
Come on.
In the name of the Father, and in the presence of these holy relics, I hereby pronounce you man and wife from this time forth.
Okay, hold on. Okay, video. Let's configure this. To a fit window. I think that's gonna do a lot better. Just a little while. There we go. is. Let's go ahead. Now everything basically went, in terms of production values and all of the stuff going on, I mean, they went completely crazy with it. The game looks amazing, plays amazing, and you're gonna see everything basically went away from that whole thing that we're used to in Final Fantasy, where like you have some things like the characters and stuff in full 3D, but you had like some part of the background in 2D. Here, that is gone completely. Everything you're gonna see is 3D. So running it in this kind of emulation where you get to up the graphics a bit, you're gonna see that everything now looks amazing. You're gonna see it. Let's go ahead and begin this. There's gonna be a little tedious tutorial in the beginning, but after that everything starts moving around pretty briskly. It's alright, buddy. Didn't miss much. I was setting up Final Fantasy 12 here.
Won't see him this cheap again. Wedding day special.
Yeah, I mean, Final Fantasy 12, they stepped it up quite a bit. I mean, the creator of Final Fantasy is no longer around, and basically they gave this project to the Final Fantasy Tactics creator, and he went crazy with it. He really went crazy with it. I don't know if that's the same person who was assigned to do the 15. But from what I can tell from this game, it's pretty amazing. It's very different. You have to admit that it's very, very different, as you're gonna see. Gameplay is nothing similar to a Final Fantasy.
The death of Lord Rasla Heos Nabradia was but one of many tragedies to befall the kingdom of Dalmasca. The air of hope that had surrounded Her Royal Highness Princess Asha's
and like I mentioned before,
was now quite lost.
Even the theme,
Dalmasca had been set adrift,
which was very refreshing at the time, coming after Final Fantasy X-2, where it was kind of loony, to a more serious, you know, war-torn, you know, scenery and stuff like that. It was pretty cool.
At this time, two great empires struggled for dominion over Ivalice. Arcadia in the east, Rosaria the west. The invasion of the kingdom of Nabradia was Arcadia's first step in its westward march. With Lord Rasla's beloved homeland consumed by the hellfires of war,
like when you think about it, it makes sense that they changed the tone on the Final Fantasy series at this point, because before this one, Final Fantasy XI had come out, and that was the online, the massive online RPG, so that one was a lot more serious in tone as well. So like after that game, going back to some, you know, gay pop style kind of thing, I think wouldn't have done very well. And besides, I mean, Final Fantasy Tactics was amazing. As little as the sprites were, against the martial might of the Arcadian PlayStation 1 and the DS versions,
chance of victory.
Amazing
Indeed,
series, you know.
Their defeat was to be absolute.
A lot of strategy, a lot of
Soon thereafter, Arcadia
puzzling
came
strategy
forward, offering terms
devices
of
that you
peace,
had to use
or
and
as
do.
one might rather
Really
put
cool.
it, terms of...
Okay, let's skip the story, as engaging as it is. We want to get to the gameplay so you guys can see that.
You there? Can you hear me?
For those
It's
who
as I
have been
feared.
keeping up,
They're slowing us
remember
down.
that next
not say
Tuesday
that.
I will bring the Final
Not
Fantasy
all of us are here
Retrospective
for
to an end by
fighting
playing
in
for
this
you
hole.
guys Final Fantasy 13 for the PlayStation 3.
Your
So
name?
that one I'll probably
Rex,
make
sir.
a
My
slightly
Rex.
bit longer,
Good.
considering it's
Rex.
just one game,
You
and
bore
make
a
it
few
look really
cuts,
good for you guys.
but you are still whole. Well, can you stand? Think you can fight?
I'm fine, sir.
Now, like I said,
How old are
gone
you, Rex?
is the 2D
17, sir.
CGI backgrounds of yesterday,
Young.
and now
Tell me.
everything is rendered in 3D.
My brother is all I have left, sir. He's 2 years younger than I, living in Rabanastre.
So young. You're barely old enough to be a man. You shouldn't be forced to wield a sword.
No, sir. I want to fight. For my homeland. And for my parents.
It's time, Bosch. Save the discussion for later. We must reach the king before they act, or all our efforts will be in vain.
You can tell also
I'm
by
aware
the
of the
characters
situation.
that a lot of the art was done by the
Boss,
same
go
people
ahead.
who did
I will
Vagrant
handle
Story.
this rabble.
Vagrant Story was another Square PlayStation 1 game
Godspeed.
that was amazing, an RPG as well.
Steady, Rex. Keep your wits about you and you'll make it. We move!
Now here goes the gameplay, guys, a tutorial. But watch carefully and you see what I'm talking about in terms of the gameplay changing a lot. And you got one of the sticks for the camera control. And it plays closer to an MMO than an actually Final Fantasy title. As weird as that sounds. The only aspect of this gameplay that I'm not too fond of is the fact that basically all the attacks are automatic, but then again so is the battle in Xenoblade Chronicles. So they share that similarity in the way that the game plays. As you're gonna see, as soon as I hit the first battle, you're gonna see that. Now check it out. Basically, this is how battle works. Either the enemy is gonna draw a line on you, which is gonna be red, or you're gonna be drawing a line to target an enemy with a blue line. Now, okay, that's simple enough. You got red and blue. Red the enemy, and blue you. Now, the part that I don't like too much is the fact that once you choose attack, all you have to do is walk close to the enemy and he's gonna be doing the attack on his own. I don't know, it's kind of weird in the beginning to get used to. Like, see, I press attack now I choose the enemy I want to fight, and then I just walk around him and just try to get some hits in there. Already dead. It is. I mean, it's very different from the regular Final Fantasies. This one had an amazing score overall, you know, in terms of reviews. You know, back at the time when reviews meant something. So, yeah. So now you choose. You can either use magics, but okay, white magics, black magics, thunder. So all I need to do is point to him and just charge up the magic, and there you go, thunder, automatic thunder. No! Come on, kick his ass. Watch it, guys. They're gonna throw a strike. Alright. Assured myself. And it's time to kick the machine's ass again. And he's dead. Or is he? Hadouken!
Hello, this is Sunbury. My engines are hit. She'll not hold much longer.
We receive you, Sunbury. You've leave to retire. Well fought.
Hey, Anthony. How's it going, buddy? You always come right on time where the battle is just starting. So that's very good, man. Some good timing there. Now, we got Imperial Swordman B, C, and D. Let's hit C. Go ahead, backstab him. Maybe a little thunder might do some good here. There you go. Nice, 125. No targets, that's it. You're dead. So this is what he's talking about. The main map. This is where I'm at right now. You can zoom in and zoom out. You gotta go through all that little maze, make a little jump, and then go all the way down to the X spot. So let's go ahead and do this. Now the only reason I cut short a bit, you know, Final Fantasy X-2 is that it was going to take a long time.
Where are you?
Before you get all the intros and all the people, before you get into
nonsense.
the thick of the gameplay. So,
Bossless laughed in the face of death far
since
too
this
many
one
times
had
from to
a bit
stop
more
now.
gameplay
Men
and
like
it was
him
more
don't die in
radically
places
different,
like this.
I wanted to go with this one better.
We must make haste to reach the king. We will take him to safety.
Is His Majesty unharmed?
He'll agree to an unconditional surrender. They wouldn't dare touch him until the wax on his seal is dry.
But if we arrive after he signed the treaty...
Wait. Quickly, Rex.
like running right now. So, let's fight. Fight! Oh god, he's already dead. Guys, leave something for me! There he is. Haha, blocked the attack. Okay, who else? There's another one. Oh my god, this camera is crazy. Hey, I want some of that. Did he pick it up? I guess so. Let's throw a little thunder in there. Yes, it does, my friend. In that, you are completely correct. Just like I said, that's 10-2 is an incredible game. But it's again, it's more like fan service, and it has plenty of it. Believe me. I mean, you get to see most of your favorite characters from 10 in a completely different way. And I don't mean it in a bad way, you know, it's just crazy. From being serious characters into this J-pop dancing and singing, you know, is like the main powers kind of thing. But the summons and the magic in that game is almost unrivaled. I mean, you look it up on YouTube. You know, just check some of the summons and magic there. You're gonna see how amazing it is. Now we got to our first save point, which conveniently is a crystal. In this sense, they remain faithful to their own Final Fantasy tropes by using a crystal as a save point. Okay, so we need to go to this little leg up there in the upper left corner. And that is exactly where we are right now. The camera is a bit crazy because it's completely the second analog. You use it in an opposite fashion. You know, you push left to go right and push right to go left, so it's a little bit confusing.
Sir, we have little time. You must go to the king. I'll handle these.
Bear in mind, Aaron, if you have the game and you have the emulator, you can play the actual disc with the emulator on the computer and play it this way. You know, fully HD with all the bells and whistles, because I know your computer can handle it. So, don't tell me you're gonna... Yo, guys, don't leave me alone. Oh shit. Thunder! Come on, I can take you on both. Just need a potion. There you go, and I block your attack, bitch. And you are very much dead. Tried to gang up on me. Woohoo! There you go. Get a little bit of lightning in your life. Oh, sorry. Now, I should heal him. And we are back into action. Now, we're really, really close by. Yep, to the right. Now, what is it to the left? In case there's something, nothing hidden around here, no little prize or anything. Damn! Aren't you guys in this castle kind of cheap?
Majesty.
Oh, indeed.
Captain, why? Our king, what have you done?
The king intended all along to sell Dalmasca to the Empire. His Majesty was a traitor.
Check it out, guys.
Captain,
Now you know this is different than regular Final Fantasy fare. This is basically Game of Thrones kind of shit going on at the PlayStation, time.
Well, so much for peaceful negotiations.
We'll never surrender to you. We are not cattle to be sold by a traitor king.
But the war is over, my dear captain. You have lost. Dalmasca is the property of the Empire now. And to think...
Now you tell her, Aaron, on my behalf that she has very good taste.
Out of respect.
And indeed, she points out something that's very important visually with the art style.
Captain?
It has layers upon layers of different materials to make everything more believable.
And the people of Dalmasca,
remember, this is back in the PlayStation 2 era. Okay, this is not PlayStation 3.
Off you go.
So basically, that is what your character has to go through in this, because this part right here is basically an intro.
Pretenses of peace left
tutorial,
by the wayside. The Arcadian forces resumed their advance toward Rabanastre. Dalmasca's doom had been decided. To make resistance would serve no end. With this foremost in my thoughts, I to the people of Dalmasca. Sons and daughters of Dalmasca, I bid you lay down your arms. Raise songs of prayer in their stead. Prayer for His Majesty King Raminas, ever merciful, a man devoted wholly to peace.
Now, anybody who has played the Tactics
Princess
games,
Ash, who, wrought with
aside
grief
from
at
the
her
little fact
kingdom's
that the
defeat,
game creator of that
has
series
taken her
was
own life.
the person responsible for this entry, should also notice, if they have a keen eye, that most of the characters in this game have in some way or somehow have been part of the other tactic games before. So yeah, you're gonna find a little bit of cameos spread out here and there. Some of the races that you're gonna find in this game are also part of the Tactics series, so you got a lot of
know also that Captain Bosch von Ronsenberg, for incitement of sedition and the assassination of His Royal Majesty King Ramenos, has been found guilty of high treason
Square
and put to his
franchises.
death.
So it's pretty cool.
They who at this late hour choose still the sword are cut of the same cloth as the captain. Traitors who would lead Dalmasca to her ruin.
Now let me quickly...
Dalmasca's surrender without terms was soon to follow.
This is fast forward a bit into the future.
Hurry it up or they'll find us.
I know. Just a little more. You keep an eye out for me up there, Kites. 1, 2, 3 more. All right. Time to clean house.
Holy crap, they're fast. You're dead. Where's the other one? I know the other one's around. There he is! Little sneaky bastard.
Wow, Vaughn, you got him all yourself? Guess I know who to call when something big comes along.
Hey, it's good practice for the desert. I'm ready for anything now. That's enough for today. You should get back to Miguel's place, Kites. Aren't you running errands for him?
Oops, totally forgot. You should come, Vaughn. He's busy today. Might have some work for you to do, too.
I've got other, work to do. Hey, lock this place up for me, will you? If Miguel finds out we've been down here, he'll tan our hides.
Now here we get our first look at basically the first town in the game, and you get to see a few of those races that I mentioned a few minutes back. The variety of races and different kinds of people,
Yes, sir,
and
you haven't paid.
textures and stuff like that.
Haven't paid? Second
It's
time.
really amazing, the detail they put into the game.
Please, a poor sod, B. We don't want trouble today.
Your luck, peddler.
Oops, sorry.
Watch where you're going, Charles. Oh, my pouch! It's gone! The boy! Get out the way.
Now, right there, that character right there in the way, the orange dude, that's a character from Tactics. There's also a girl that has like bunny ears. I think those used to be summoners in the Tactics games as well.
What? Hey, that's mine.
What do you mean, yours? You've been stealing again. What happens if they catch you? We need you to be there for us, Vaughn. You're no good to anyone if you're locked away in a dungeon.
Oh, what? Am I the leader now? We're orphans. The first thing you learn is you gotta watch out for yourself. Come on, Pinello. You know it as well as I do. Hey, you give that back. What do you think you're doing?
I thought that this money was the people of Dalmasca's property. The Imperials stole it from us, so it's only fair that we take it back. It's our duty as Dalmascans. Well, wasn't that what you said?
Yeah, but I never said anything about taking it back from me.
This is for that bread you took the other day. Just because I help Miguelo out every now and then, it doesn't mean that you get to eat for free too, you know.
I know that. You think I like living like this?
You got burned.
One of these days, I'll fly an airship of my own. I'll be a sky pirate, free to go where I will.
Well, be careful. You'll never fly anything if you're rotting in a dungeon. Oh, Miguelo had some errands that need doing. He wanted you to drop by his place. It might be a good idea to lend a hand.
And this right here is basically where the game completely opens up and you can start taking jobs and doing errands and missions and stuff like that. This is the guy or the race that I was talking about. Featured a lot in the Tactics series. Let's see if I find another one. That guy right there, I don't remember. It looks kind of like a pig, but see if I can find the girl with the bunny ears. Even the music, I mean, listen to the music. The music is not Final Fantasy. It sounds like Final Fantasy Tactics all the way.
Pinello said you needed something?
Hand me some packages supposed to be arriving by courier. In the morning, perhaps he ran into some trouble out in the desert. Now I've no foodstuffs to prepare for the banquet tonight.
So you want me to find this courier? Hey, no problem.
No problem. The desert teem's with trouble. I'd be sending you to early grave, my boy. No, I've arranged for some replacement goods from Tomage over at the Sand Sea.
So you want me to go to the tavern to pick him up?
Actually, I asked Kites to do that. Wouldn't you know he's gone missing on me, too. I can't leave my shop, and I've Pinello on another chore at the moment, you see. What I want you to do is run over to the Sand Sea and fetch Kites back. What do you say?
Sounds wild.
It's easy work, and you'll thank me for it someday.
here we have the map. That's where I'm supposed to go. I'm actually not that far off. I'll probably go there, do that, and then I will bring the stream to a close. Now check it out. This is just one of the stores. And look how amazing this looks. The armors. Now another game that has this level of detail, I would say even more so because it's a little more recent. And I know I'm gonna sound like a broken record, but you should try to get it. Aaron, is Xenoblade Chronicles. Xenoblade Chronicles, this feels so much like that game. You know, minus the motion controls and stuff like that, but the battle system and the way you go about, you know, getting missions and stuff is very similar to this game. Don't have much money. Let me go and do that errand. Oh yeah, I'm still ways off. Shop. Aha. Here we go.
There you are, Kites. Stop loafing around.
Look, Vaughn, look! This is it! This is why Miguelo's courier didn't get here on time.
A creature spotted in the ester sand. What is that thing?
Ah, Vaughn! Miguelo sent you too, did he? He's a busy man these days, that Miguelo, if I dare say so myself. I don't envy him the work, though. Not a bit. Quite the affair throwing a banquet to welcome the Imperials, eh?
Welcoming? We should be... whatever. Say, Tomaj, what's this?
Nah, don't remind me. Got some nastiness out there in the ester sand. What's stopping our couriers? And that means shortages all around. Thought I'd put up a bill, offer a reward to anyone who can knock that nasty back in its place.
Now that's work. Sounds 10 times better than running errands for Miguelo.
That's right. Vaughn, you should give it a shot.
And you should be getting back to Miguelo. Now, Kites. He was waiting for you.
Oh, right.
I'm gonna stop it right here and give you guys a chance to actually, and in your case, Aaron, where your lady is very interested in the game, give you guys a chance to actually get the game and explore the story, because like you saw, it's a pretty incredible game. What I will do, however, I mean, this is gonna be like the last few minutes of this stream tonight. I'm gonna try and do something here. Let me move to the screen. just to give you guys a little idea, I'm hoping that everything is not gonna come crashing down as soon as I do this. So bear with me, guys. I hope it doesn't do it, but I just want to show you what I have in mind for one of these days next week. Remember that Tuesday I'm gonna bring the whole Final Fantasy retrospective to a close. So basically what I want to show you guys is what I plan to have for you guys later on. Now give me just 1 minute, don't go anywhere, while I can get this set up so you can see what I have in store for you guys later. Don't go anywhere, guys. Still here. Let's see if it comes out. Don't go anywhere, guys.
I see you got it before.
Okay, I'm trying to set it up for you guys, but you can hear the music in the background. There you go. Now, let me move this here to the side so I can actually show you guys what I'm talking about, so you guys don't be afraid. I'm still here. I just decided to go ahead and be a crazy bastard and try to do this live, just so you guys could see this. Where is it? There we go. Oh my god, where did the game go? Holy crap, the game just left. See if it comes back again. Yes, it doesn't want to work. Come on. Nah, I guess I'm not gonna be able to show you guys. I wanted to show you guys a little bit of The Witcher 3, as you can hear by the music, but it didn't want to come out, so I guess I'm gonna have to leave that for later. But yeah, that's gonna be coming up very soon. So basically all that's left to say right now is thanks a lot. Thanks for supporting so far the Final Fantasy series. Remember next Tuesday to come around so you can be part of the finale, the grand finale of Final Fantasy retrospective. So you guys have a great night. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you around very soon. Take care and peace.